So in this video today, we'll be talking about what it means or what it takes to get a first class CGPA in the university. And in this video today, I'm going to be very brutal with you because I will not be sugarcoating any stuff. I will say it the way it is. And you have to know that if you're aspiring to get a first class CGPA in the university, getting a first class CGPA, sincerely, I will tell you, it's not about hard work. Yes, it's not about hard work. It's about being smart, it's about being disciplined, and it's about being in the right place at the right time. I'm speaking from experience because being at the right place at the right time gives you an edge over a lot of other people. Maybe let me elaborate. Let's assume sometimes in the university there used to be clique, understand? If you are not in the clique where they get first-hand information from lecturers, you will not be able to follow up. You get lost. So in this video today, I will show you what it really takes to get a first class CGPA in the university. And before we continue, my name is Basi Ejogba. I'm a 400 level student in the University of Calabar studying medical laboratory science. And in my channel, I help students level up their academic game. So if you love content like this, please don't forget to hit on the red subscribe button so I can continue getting updates anytime I drop videos like this, and so that you can also help me grow. And just like I said, I will give you some tips that will actually help you get a first class CGPA in the university. And the first one is that you have to be committed to time. That is a commitment to time. Being committed to time is one of the stuff that seems so easy to say. It seems, when you just hear it, it seems so easy, but when you want to actually put it into practicality, you get to find out that a lot of people are missing out from it. Let's imagine you are having lectures by 7 a.m. The ability for you to meet up that lecture is the commitment you are making to time. You understand? So being committed to time is something that is very essential. If you are to start studying by 7 p.m., then that means exactly 7 p.m. you are supposed to start studying. When you are not committed to time, then you are giving room for procrastination. That is the first room you are giving to procrastination, the moment you are not committed to time. The second is you have to have quality over quantity. It's not how many books you have read, it's not how many topics you have covered. That is quantity. It's about how you studied, the material you use for your study, and the study technique you actually use. You get? So you get to find out that some people, especially jam bites, people that want to write jam that I have spoken to, they always say they have covered the chemistry textbook, cover physics textbook, cover biology textbook, but you get to find out that when the result is out, they perform very poorly. This is because they are prioritizing quantity over the quality of what they have read. A lot of students don't even have effective study techniques which they can apply in their studies. They don't even know how their exams will look like. So whenever you want to write an exams, or whenever you are thinking about achieving a first class CGPA in the university, then your first priority must be the quality of what you are reading, the ability to assimilate what you are reading over the quantity of what you have read. The third on the list is that you have to know that there is no shortcut. Yes, to have a first class CGPA, there is no shortcut. Although you can say you want to pay money for grades, you understand? You have to pay money for grades, but are you sure that paying money for grades will actually help you define your first class when you graduate? Let's assume you pay money for grades and you are in a setting where you have to be employed for work and they are testing you, and you go there and you probably didn't perform well, and you are with a first class. Understand? So that is what we call cheap first class. So you have to know that on your journey to having a first class CGPA in the university, there is no shortcuts. You have to study smart, and you have to be very disciplined and sacrificial. The next on the list, which I just said now, is sacrifice. You understand? I didn't actually look at it before making that statement, but sacrifice. See, sacrifice is underrated, but it's something that when you put it into practice, when you put the principle of sacrifice into practice, it's going to skyrocket you. But a lot of people don't talk about it. This is because if you check in the Bible, a lot of people that made sacrifices tend to be exceptional. So even in the university, you have to make sacrifices. There are some things that you have to kill in order for you to achieve certain stuffs. Understand? There are some friends you have to cut off. There are some relationships that you have to cut off. There are some environments, there are some places that you used to go before that you have to cut off. You have to prioritize your studies over every other thing. If you are someone that used to behave churchy, when you're in the university, not that you will not behave like a church person, not that you will not go to church or stuff like that, but you have to know that your first and foremost priority is your academics. That means you have to sacrifice the day. Maybe spend 7 hours in the church, you can sacrifice 4 hours and you're left with 3. You can, out of a day, 7 days in a week, you can spend like 3 hours in the church, which will also be helpful. If you're someone that used to play football and you're in the university, please, your academics should be your greatest priority also. The next on the list is resourcefulness. Yes, resourcefulness. A lot of people, a lot of dreams have died out because of lack of resource. And if you are on the way towards achieving a first class CGPA, then you must be resourceful. You or your parents must be resourceful. That means your parents are supposed to be sending you money. Now, this money they are sending to you is to enable you get materials like past questions, past questions, key points, materials, which are very, very essential. That's why in the beginning of the video I say study smart, not hard. So you have to be very resourceful in order to get materials, and in order to attend seminars and conferences, which should be very, very helpful to you. The next on the list is that you have to develop mental toughness. Yes, the university is not like your normal study school. Here in the university is ever ready, the system is ever ready to mess up your mentality, is ever ready to mess up your brain and make you, first of all, make you sad, make you so depressed and stuff like that. So for you to actually excel in the university and achieve a first class CGPA, which is your dream, then you must develop a mental toughness. You must be strong at all times, that nothing is going to break you down. You get, probably didn't perform well in your first continuous assessment, it shouldn't break you down. Probably one other things is going on with you, relationships and stuff like that. Please, you have to develop mental toughness, because the university is a no-go area. The next on the list, which is the number 8 strategies, is exam strategy. I already talked about it before. I said it's not how you read, but what you actually use to read and how you read. Understand? So whenever you want to write exam, you must know the way the exam strategy is going to come out. You can't tell me that you want to write exam, you don't know whether the exam is objective, you don't know whether the exam is subjective, you don't even know whether the exam is theory, and you're just reading, you want to go to the exam hall. When you know the concept in which your exam questions is going to come out and look like, you're already 20% in passing the exam. You get? So you must know the method of your exam questions, and you know the strategies. You must know who is teaching that course for you to know how to read, because a lot of lecturers varies. There are some lecturers that when they teach you, they expect you to give you verbatim, for you to give them verbatim of what they have taught you. There are some lecturers that when they teach you, they don't need verbatim. What they need is they need a summary of what they have been able to teach you for that semester. So you must know the strategies, and you must know who is actually taking you on that course for you to be able to know how to follow it up. The next on the list, which is your feedback. The feedback mechanism is your goal mine. You understand? The feedback mechanism can be gotten from your friends. Feedback can be gotten from your communities, can be gotten from your loved ones, it can be gotten from even your lecturers. You understand? So your feedback mechanism is one of the goal mine towards you achieving what you actually want to achieve. So the next on the last on the list, which is the number 10, is the final push. After putting all these stuffs I've said here into practice, the commitment to time, quality over quantity, the no shortcut principle, the sacrifice, resourcefulness, mental toughness, feedback, which is your goal mine, the exam strategies, and the final push, you have to understand that God is the author and the finisher. Because the race is not for those who are the fastest, you understand, but unto God that shows mercy. So you must have confidence in yourself, and you must also have faith in God that you will be able to pass your exams successfully. So achieving a first class CGPA once again in the university is not all about hard work, but it's all about sacrifices, dedication, and discipline. And I know if you put all of this into practice, achieving it won't be a problem, and at the end of the day you will thank yourself for achieving the first class CGPA in the university. And until I see you in my next video, remember that you're wonderful, remember that you're unique, and remember that you're a pace setter. I really love you.